So yesterday was, how would you describe it, KG and JB? It was kind of, I don't know, it felt like a wake.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't feel it was as bad as fans have been in the past. Of course, you have the vocal minority that's going to crash out regardless. The Lions ain't making the playoffs. They're not a Super Bowl team, the whole bit. But I feel like we had really healthy conversation yesterday.
Yeah.
And shout out to Justin. He was in here. And, we attacked the problems head on. Like, this team is still very much in the thick of it, I feel like.
They are.
But a lot of people are kind of starting to get off. Even Terry Foster, shout out to him on Big D Energy yesterday. He said definitively he does not feel they are a Super Bowl team after that performance.
Do you know what? I said it yesterday in the show and I say it today. I think we're a good team right now. That doesn't mean that we can't become a great team this year. I think we're a good team. I said it on the show. I'll say it today. I think we're a good team. I think we're good enough to win the division. I think we will win the division. But I'm not going to betray what my feelings have been the last 2 years. It's about going and winning a Super Bowl. It is. And I stop with the window is closed stuff. I do not believe that in any way, shape, or form when you have all the talent that they have. But that line is a problem. And we knew it was a problem before the season. And some of you didn't want to hear it. And here we are. It's a problem. That's it. Period. End of story.
Can I ask you something?
You can ask me whatever you want.
I've done it before. I've asked before. Did the Lions fall asleep at the wheel with Ragnow? Or did Ragnow screw them?
I don't think screw them is the appropriate word. I think the Lions got caught with their pants down. That is 100% an opinion. 100% an opinion.
Because he did retire after the draft. Am I not mistaken?
I don't know the particulars. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know the particulars, but
I mean, once again, you can make the argument that they did prepare for it. They went out and got Tate Ratledge. They drafted Miles Frazier, who ended up getting hurt in camp. But they did kind of prep for it, but who knows? I mean, it's hard to really tell.
I think they thought, again, you guys, I cannot stress this enough. This is not, I have not talked to anybody about this. I don't want to pretend that I have. I think they thought they had one more year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I find it hard to believe that they just wouldn't know completely. That based on his last year playing, they can kind of see the writing on the wall and how the injuries were taking a toll. They had to have an idea, but maybe, like you said, they just thought they can get one more season out of him. And it just didn't happen that way.
Yeah, and in a perfect world, it would have been because you could have eased Ratledge in. And I think we all know that the eventual plan is to put Ratledge in the middle of that line and be the new anchor and everything. But, Maz, that's just, like I said, that's a guess. I think it sure looks that way. If you read the tea leaves, I think they kind of thought, all right, we'll get one more year out of Ragnow. And we better start having those conversations about Taylor Decker, too.
Oh, God, yeah. They're looking at that.
Do we have one more year out of Taylor Decker? And I'm not being funny.
I don't think so.
Prepare a court. That's just why, KG, we've been consistent about this. You guys, y'all want your shiny things next April? You're not getting any shiny things early in the draft.
No, and I'm cool with it. You should
totally
be happy
cool
to bring in the best offensive line prospect.
How many times do you have to be reminded that games are won and lost in the trenches? The Philadelphia Eagles just showed us again that games are won and lost. They showed us at Super Bowl time, and they just showed us. They showed us last week. Maz, I forget who came up with it, but somebody came up with a great line yesterday. They said it was the first 7-point blowout in the history of the NFL, and that's what it was. That wasn't a 16-9 game. Philly was the better team than us. Period. End of story.
Not really.
Not really?
No.
What game did you watch?
I watched that game. I watched Philly with how many short fields? They did the same thing they did against the Vikings. Mm-hmm. They pissed the game away. They did. They gave it away. Their offense could not get out of their own way. And it's up the middle. Jared Goff, uncomfortable. When he's uncomfortable, they don't win. And they didn't hand the ball off enough to their running backs. I'm sorry, I'll say it again. It was almost the same game plan they did against the Vikings, except Dan Campbell was calling this one, and we'll hear from him. He blames himself.
So you think the Lions beat themselves? Philly didn't beat them.
Philly's defense was amazing, as it was the week prior. We all know that going in, but we thought our offense could be better than the offenses that Philly faced. Who'd they beat last week? Close?
Green Bay.
And we said, oh, our offense is way better than Green Bay's. But they made our offense look like Green Bay's.
Well, that's
Their defensive line was amazing. Amazing.
That's why I'm saying Philly was by far the better team in my mind.
But their offense sucked. We stopped them just as much as they stopped us. They sucked. They scored 16 points. We gave them 10.
So I guess I'm not trying to be a smartass. I guess I'm not following around. Our strength, they smothered our strength, and we're in control for a majority of that game, and oftentimes by 2 scores.
Yeah, I think 2 things can be true there. Because like I was trying to tell you yesterday, Sean, I didn't feel like it was a complete ass kicking. Like the Phillies' offensive stats were in a lot of categories worse than our offensive stats. So you know how putrid our offense was. Our defense was lights out. They got stop upon stop upon stop. One side of the ball didn't show up. So I can't say that, it was as worse as the Packers game in the beginning of the year or the Vikings game that they lost. I don't think it was that bad, but I do think that when your offense doesn't show up and you can't run the football like they couldn't, then that's a problem. And that's something that you cannot have going forward.
In today's National Football League, it's death.
Yeah.
It is. It's death. I mean, when you get dominated like that in the trenches, it's death. And
can
we all
passes?
agree on that? Their defensive front 7 dominated our line.
They did, flat out.
To me, that's the National Football League.
One touchdown changes that game. And to be honest, the Lions were able to drive the football, but when it mattered, they couldn't score.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I look at that as like, okay, they just didn't show up that day. I don't really feel like we got outclassed by any stretch of the imagination.
I think if we play them again, we have a great chance to beat them. I do.
The idea of going there in late January is terrifying to me. If we thought the conditions were bad,
then run.
If we thought the conditions were bad, and that's the only thing that I will say is Philly. I mean, other than when Tank came in and Tank had some big runs.
He had a couple good runs. That was it.
Like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Saquon's not going. No. He's averaging under 4 a pop, man.
No, he's not the same.
It's kind of weird how that works itself out.
Our running game should have been taken over in that game.
I look at that the same way that I looked at it before the game. If that was our measuring stick, that was the one that we all circled, and I think we failed the test. Failed it. We were dominated on one side of the ball. Dominated. And that's frustrating to me. And that's why I think so many people like me are saying right now, that doesn't mean that things can't change by the end of the year. It really, truly doesn't. My goal is still the same. Yeah, you got to go to the Super Bowl. That's it. That doesn't mean that things can't change. But as I sit here right now, what I watch is our offensive line's a mess. And when we play a good team, we're going to get exposed. And you know what happened this year? We've been exposed when we played good teams. Like, really, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Like,
how many games are left?
7.
At worst, you're 5-2.
I said 6-1.
Yeah, I'm saying worse.
Legitimately, I said 6-1.
5-2.
Yep.
That's a division win.
And somebody called us out when we were talking about it yesterday, and so we played. Mads, you'd be happy. We played an impromptu version of the schedule game.
Oh, good.
And I can do it off the top of my head. You've got the Giants.
Win.
Right. You've got Green Bay at home. You better win that,
yeah,
right?
Cowboys.
Yeah.
You got Dallas.
Win.
You've got the Rams. That might be a loss.
Right.
You've got Pittsburgh. You've got Minnesota. And you've got Chicago. Okay. And those last 2 games are on the road. Okay. Yeah. Go take care of business. Can we beat those teams? Absolutely we can. Absolutely we can. So the good news is, all right, using that as a model, Maz, I'll even go 5-2. Okay, let's say 5-2. They mix in another. Okay, you're 11-6. Probably good enough to win the division. Probably, as we talked about at the beginning of the year. I'm sorry, anybody that thought that there were going to be bombastic, crazy numbers about this division, it wasn't going to happen. This division's not that good. Can you accept that now? It's just not. It's not that good.
I disagree.
Who?
Bears, Packers.
Don't do it. Not the Bears.
Bears, Packers, and us.
The Bears are such a product of their schedule. It's insane.
Come on, man. Come on.
What's good about the Bears?
They keep winning.
Could it be the schedule or no?
I don't care. You play the teams that you play.
I love their
If
schedule.
anything, you should be scared of a team that wins in the last couple of minutes of a game.
I love a team like the Bears who they've taken advantage of their schedule. Good for them. Look at their schedule down the stretch. They'll be exposed. You'll see.
I hope.
8 or 9 win team. 8 or 9 win team. Do you watch Caleb Williams? He's not good. Come on, you know he's not good.
I disagree. I didn't say he was good. I disagree with you guys that have caved in on him. I do. I see improvement. That's what I see.
But he's not good.
I think he's pretty good.
Oh, okay. All right, fantastic.
I love having Bass,
I don't know what to tell you. I don't see what you see.
You go make Sean throw his hat on this
can't
Sunday.
throw.
We don't need that.
He can't throw.
He's winning.
Yeah, the NFL's kind of set up that way. We live that life for a while.
Would you rather have him or J.J. McCarthy right now?
J.J. McCarthy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're both kind of terrible.
I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't hesitate to say
honest.
that. And
How
I
about
think
how about Cam Ward? I watched
can't
Cam
lie.
Ward.
we have more data on Caleb that kind of tells me what Caleb's going to be. We have more data on Caleb. JJ doesn't look good at all. All right, but look how little data we have on him. And that's why I don't believe in throwing guys out. You need more data. Same thing with Cam Ward. I mean, we got half a season on Cam Ward.
And he has no players.
Anybody that's making a decision on Cam Ward, that's silly, right?
He had a great drive at the end of that game to tie it up.
We've got a lot of Caleb, though, right? You kind of come to the point in time where you sit back and go, okay, is there a next level there, or is this what he is?
Let me ask you
I
this.
just don't think he's very good.
Last year on Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
when they were coming back against the Lions, the Bears.
Okay.
The Bears were coming back. And we all know that they probably could have won that game. You don't think this Caleb would win that game versus last year's Caleb?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Because he has won. The Bears are breaking records by winning at the last minute. The last time they have the ball. I forgot the record, but they own it. They have the most last-minute victories in NFL history already. And the season's not over yet. I'm just telling you, that son of a bitch that we hate, and I do hate him, is coaching the hell out of that team.
Yeah.
And they believe in him. They have a 7th-round pick as running back with Swift. What's the kid's name in Chicago? Manangai? Manangai is running like a son of a bitch, just like the Kansas City guy. Another 7th-round pick from Rutgers.
Can I read the Bears wins to you?
Go
Are
ahead.
you ready? I'm going to read the Bears wins to you.
Go ahead.
They beat the Cowboys,
Yeah.
under 500. They beat the Raiders by a point, under 500. They beat the Commanders by a point, under 500. They beat the Saints. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Giants. They beat the Vikings.
All under 500.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I totally understand.
And you know what, Mez, to your point, I wouldn't apologize for it. You owe nobody an apology.
Yeah.
This is your schedule. This is what happens. This is the quote-unquote last place schedule. They're taking advantage of a last place schedule. We lived like that for years. The Lions did. We really did.
They're playing 4 of the teams that we played. They're playing the NFC East just like us.
Now, they're going to get a break this week. It looks like it's going to be Mason Rudolph and the Steelers.
Yeah.
I still think the Steelers beat them.
but they're going to have to play Philly.
Okay.
Where is that game?
Then they're at Philly.